Hello, I'm Tech Sergeant Stephen Wynn with Westover Focus, and today I have the pleasure of sitting down with the 439th Airlift Wing's new commander, Colonel Stephen Vautrain. What is your vision or goal as Westover's new commander?
My goal is to continue the excellent reputation that the 439th has as the best wing in Air Force Reserve Command. And it's really the people that make the wing. And the people here in the 439th have done an outstanding job of supporting the mission, supporting the people, and supporting the U.S. And so my goal really is to maintain that by looking out for the people and accomplishing the mission.
What do you feel are the problems that need to be addressed here?
I haven't really seen any problems yet. Of course, I've only been here for a few days at this time. But my plan is to observe for about the first month, watch things, not make any drastic changes, because obviously things are going pretty well. And if any problems do come up, then I'll address them as required. I'll talk to the leadership and fix any problems that might come along.
How does it feel to be returning to New England after so many years? And what is your New England connection, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, it's great to be back in New England. I was brought up in Winchester, Massachusetts, which is in and around Lexington and Concord. My parents lived there from about 1967 to 1981 or so. My grandparents actually lived in South Hadley. They passed away in the 70s, and my parents rented out the house. And then in 1981, my parents moved into the house. So they lived there from about 81 to 84 when I was in college, and I used to come home to South Hadley. I came home from college. So I consider myself a New Englander. I'm more of a eastern Massachusetts guy, but I do have a little bit of western Massachusetts background to me. And I actually got my first military ID here at Westover. I hate to say it, but 28 years ago. But wonderful people back then took care of me, and when I came in here and in process this time, wonderful people took care of me again. So it's nice to be back home, and it's happy to be in New England.
Excellent. Speaking of New England and being back home, do you still hold any sports allegiance?
Well, I was a huge Red Sox fan when I was a kid. We used to go to Fenway Park all the time. We would take the train into North Station, take the T over to Fenway, watch games. We watched Carl Yastrzemski, Dwight Evans, and all the old greats, Carlton Fisk. So loved doing that. And this thing is with the Red Sox is they could just never quite get to the World Series. So it took me having to leave to win 2 World Series. Now that I'm back, I hope they can continue that and having a great season. So hopefully we'll be going to some World Series games here sometime this fall.
Absolutely, sir. How about football?
Football, the Patriots weren't so good when I was here before. I have been to Foxborough a couple of times to see games in the past. Of course, just like the Red Sox, they've gotten much better. So a lot more reason to go out and see them. So hopefully we'll get to go see some Patriots games.
How about Scott, sir? What will you miss about your previous job?
It was interesting working at the combatant command level at the U.S. Transportation Command, because they handle everything that the DoD moves, via air, sea, land, however it moves. So I'm very familiar with the air movement piece, having been a transport pilot for quite a while. But it was nice to see how things move on the sea and on the land, and how all 3 of those work together. Because here at the Airlift Wing, we see the flying mission all the time, and we have a very important part of that. But it's nice to come back home to the Air Force after seeing how all the services work together worldwide to make it all fit into one plan.
Right. What do you see here at Westover as the strengths of the wing?
Strengths are definitely the people. I mean, you've got some wonderful people here at Westover. Had the same mission with the C-5 since 1987, and there's been a lot of change in the Air Force over the last few years. With airplanes changing, missions changing, but Westover has been able to maintain the same mission. And we have people that were actually at this base back when I got my ID 28 years ago that are still around. And I consider that a strength because they're very familiar with the base, with the area, with the mission, and we want to keep those folks around as long as we can, because really the strength of the 439th Airlift Wing is the people.
Okay. Is there anything you'd like to say to those people, the members of the 439th Airlift Wing?
Yeah, I'd just like to say that I'm honored to be selected as their commander. I was surprised when that actually came out that I got the best wing in AFRC. Very happy that General Rubior selected me to be the wing commander. and I will work with the people to maintain the great reputation that they've had, and I think they will appreciate having a New Englander back as a wing commander. And I intend on getting out as soon as possible, seeing the folks, going out to the shops, going out to the line, and meeting them out in their workplaces.
Excellent. Well, that's just about it for today, sir. I'd like to thank you again for coming on Westover Focus, and welcome to the 439th.
Right, thank you again.